Alrighty, so welcome. Let's recap the story so far. So you were hired by Prolo Quotago to retrieve the red leather chest from the dragon's cave. After that, you opened the chest, found it contained the Crown of Shadows, a powerful but evil item. You decided, after some debate, to hide it in the Lake of Ash. However, during that time, you were attacked by blights. Now you are a few days out on the road, on your way north to the Lake of Ash, and you have just woken up from a long rest. So during the night, as many of the nights previously, all of you had kind of dark and shadowy dreams. But Millen, you who were advocating for wearing and using the crown, your dreams were a little different. You were in a field and you saw ahead of you a figure wearing a crown. It turned and you realized it was yourself. But your eyes were dark, deep gray. The figure smiled at you in a welcoming way, reached out their hand, and took yours. As it did, a wave of darkness engulfed you and everything around you. But it didn't feel cold or dangerous. It felt comforting, like a gentle summer night. And then you woke up. So you're now all awake. What would you like to do?
Millen goes straight to the chest for the crown. Quietly, though.
Sollis is standing nearby and says, "Good morning, Millen. Were your dreams as dark and distressful as mine?"
Exactly, indeed, Sollis. Terrible dreams, horrible dreams. I just need to take a look at the crown to make sure that I have a sense of what we're up against.
Let's look together, shall we?
Okay.
Let's see. Is the crown inside the chest still, or is it in a different location? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Great. Sollis opens the chest to observe. I place my hand in front of Millen and say, "Keep your distance. It seems very dark and full of evil. We have no idea what effect it could have on us."
Millen kind of lets her eyes roll back a little bit and starts speaking in a kind of tongues. But she's doing her best to make it seem as if like it is Melora, the wild mother, kind of speaking to her. So kind of a performance, I guess, to make it appear as if she's being contacted by her goddess.
Okay, what is she actually trying to do?
She's trying to sort of convince Sollis that she's getting a divine vision.
Okay, roll charisma for me.
Okay. Let's see. The roll is an 18.
And Sollis, roll wisdom.
All right.
A 19 from Millen.
19 from Sollis.
Ooh. Sollis, what's your wisdom modifier?
1.
And Millen, your charisma is also
1, yeah.
Okay, I think meets it beats it. So Sollis, you have a feeling that something's a bit off about this. This isn't what it really looks like usually when she's in the presence of Melora.
Sollis places his hand in front of Millen's face and snaps.
Whoa!
Millen, what are you on about?
I'm just coming to from a vision from Melora. She was informing me that I need to take the crown away to pray over it, and perchance, I will be able to rid it of its evil, shadowy influences.
Oh, I see. So Melora told you to do this on your own, is that right?
It must be on my own, that she can reveal herself to me.
Yeah, that's not going to play. I am about 99% sure your mother's name is Tammy, not Melora. So
The wild mother, Sollis, the goddess that I worship, from whom I get my powers.
Sure. So Millen, let's talk about this as a group, about ridding the evil from this crown before you start to do it yourself, okay? And Sollis shuts the door of the chest.
Absolutely right, Sollis. That was a stroke of pure wisdom from you. Let's gather the group. And she puts her hand sort of lovingly on Sollis's shoulder.
Let's go find some grub, shall we?
Hrathok has started a cheerful campfire and cooked up. Can I try and find something edible, maybe eggs and nuts or something in the forest nearby?
Absolutely. Roll wisdom for me.
Okay, that's a 12.
Yeah, you don't find like an incredible amount. This is not really your usual stomping grounds, but you can find some nuts. You kind of notice one nest. You get like 1 or 2 eggs. Some veggie, some like nice leaves that are a little astringent, but edible.
Okay, I would like to cook up the eggs for myself and eat them, but offer some nuts and leaves to everyone else in case they feel like a forest breakfast. Or we're in a forest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Millen eats it.
Smithins apprehensively takes a nut or two.
Roll Constitution for me.
All of us?
No, just Smithins.
All right, let's see. I got 13.
They taste okay,
Oh
but
God.
you've had better for sure.
Oh gosh, I'm nervous about these berries now. But Sollis is not. So
Plenty of walking ahead of us today. Everyone, eat something.
Sollis's intelligence is
Hrathok
rather low.
is right. We need our energy. Everyone, please have some. Sollis, Kelia, please. And Millen's kind of handing it around to everybody. Eat. Fill your bellies. We must adventure. Post haste.
Sollis looks curiously at Millen and takes a couple almonds from her hand and throws them into their mouth.
All right. So are you going to stay here or are you going to hit the road?
Hrathok has already packed up his bedroll and everything and is kicking out the fire.
Nice.
So has Sollis.
Great.
Yeah,
All
Smithins is ready to go.
Let's do
Ready
it.
to go. All right. So you start down the path. It's a kind of dreary day. It's a little overcast, a little cold, just getting into that late part of fall. And you walk for a couple hours, and then you start to approach what you see is a crossroad. And coming from the other direction, you see a short, round figure in a tall, black and blue hat. And as they approach, they're coming from like a different direction on the crossroads. You see a tabaxi, which is a cat person, very small and round. They look like this.
Is it Pebbles? It's not Pebbles, no.
And they, as they see you as well, they call out, "Well, hello there. How are you doing today, adventurers?"
Millen bows deeply and says, "Well met."
"Well, met to you as well." They like sweep off their hat and give you a big bow. They're about the size of Millen, but the hat is a good 2 or so feet tall. Tip of the hat is like at Sollis's eye level.
Millen thinks to herself, if only I had some equally impressive headwear, and thinks of the crowd.
So clarification, we have the Tabasky on one fork area of the road, and on the other fork area, there's a small round blue person.
No, that is the
Tabaxi is the small round
Oh,
person.
I see.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're kind of we'll say you're converging like in the crossroads with the Tabaxi here.
I'm deliberately standing back at least 40 feet.
Okay.
Sollis is as well.
Okay.
Anyone else up with Millen talking to the Tabaxi?
I think that the Kelia is with you.
Okay. What about you, Smithins? Have you decided to approach the Tabaxi? Hope.
Smithins gives a quizzical look, but still maintains his distance.
Okay, so it's only Kelia and Millen.
All right. Well, Kelia and Millen are up there with the Tabaxi, who says, well, it's a lovely day to meet 2 beautiful young women here out on the road. I see your friends are a little less trusting, which, totally understand. These days, you never know what you're going to meet out on these streets. So, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Barnabas Beckenbauer. Sweeps off their hat again. Peddler of trinkets, tools, and information. I've got ribbons, bells, arrows, plenty of arrows. I see you got some of your friends carry bows here. Maybe a trinket for a special someone. But I also carry word of where the money's best for adventurers. I carry juicy rumors about the nobility, the great secrets of the universe. I'm also an ordained minister, so if you find yourself in need of a last minute wedding, I can help you there as well. Would you perhaps be looking to buy anything today on your travels?
Do you have anything shiny?
Absolutely. And so they pull off their package, set it down, and open a flap, and there's just all of this shiny knockoff jewelry.
Okay. I'm just gonna look through it.
Great.
Not bad.
We'll say.
I would like to look to see if I can see Barnabas holding any weapons.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom.
I got a natural 1.
It's hard to tell, but that fur can hold many secrets.
Okay. I would like to hide behind a tree.
Okay. Roll a dexterity. See if you can hide.
7.
You feel like you really nailed it.
Okay.
As Hrathok attempts to hide, Sollis is going to approach, not all the way, halfway, and ask, for whom do you raise money by selling these wares? Do you raise it for yourself, or do you raise it to support a family, perhaps?
While they're talking, I'm going to try to steal something.
Amazing. Give me, he'll start talking. Oh, well, I haven't been lucky enough to find love myself, but I hope that one day I shall. All right, roll a dexterity check to see if you successfully steal something.
Dexterity?
Not you, Kelia.
Oh, Kelia.
You're good.
Okay.
Add
So I
plus
got
3
a
to this roll.
18.
Nice. As Sollis distracts Barnabas, you quietly pick something out. I'll say that you got a nice bracelet with a red glass stone in it.
Amazing. I'm going to put that in my pocket with all my other treasures.
Carolyn, I'd like to roll wisdom to figure out his motivation.
Sure.
May I roll with advantage since I asked what clues I'm looking for?
Well, tell me what you might see, what you might be looking for, if he's trustworthy or untrustworthy. Like, what would be a sign that he's trustworthy?
Sign that he is trustworthy is pictures of his family.
I mean, he did tell you that he was single.
Yeah.
Like, would you be looking what?
Not
face-
necessarily his
was
own
trustworthy or
birthed
not.
family, but his like parents or any
Okay.
siblings.
Any facial expressions you might be looking for?
I'm looking for kind eyes.
Okay, great. Go ahead and roll a wisdom with advantage.
All right. 16.
Yeah, I think that you see his eyes seem to be pretty kind. Little bit of a sparkle of mischief and intelligence there for all of his bluster. You feel like there's a lot of intelligence there underneath it.
Yeah.
Millen wants to see if he's pious.
Okay.
So, like, I guess judging by how eager he is to hawk his wares, like, did his sales pitch come off as a little bit predatory in any way?
Wait, so pious in what sense?
Like, does he, like, an ordained ministry called himself? Like, how much
yeah.
does he actually believe in the powers above, or how much of this is just him trying to hawk his wares?
Okay. Are you gonna ask him that, or are you just gonna try to read it?
Just try to read it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me wisdom, just a straight wisdom.
Okay. That is a 15.
You get the feeling that he might be a secularly ordained minister.
Okay.
You don't notice any, well, no. On his, so when he opened up the flap that had a lot of shiny things on there, you notice several holy symbols of several.
Okay. The Universal Life Church or whatever.
So, and he'll kind of call out a little bit. You know, if I can't interest you in trinkets, perhaps I could interest you in information. Is there anything you might be wondering about? I'm very well learned, and I hear a lot of things out on the roads as I travel. I'm happy to trade or be paid for some good info.
I would like to look around. Apparently that next to it, it says wisdom. Should I roll wisdom to look
Well,
around?
it's like a perception check.
Great.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for any accomplices to this cellar. I'm looking for any hidden faces behind the trees.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Yay. 14.
Okay. You don't see anyone hidden behind the trees except for Hrathok, who is behind a tree that it seems like it's, behind a pine tree over there, kind of a big pine tree. Let's see. Everybody roll me an intelligence check.
Nat 1.
5.
11.
4.
17.
Okay, good.
Kelia,
One.
you are the person who knew a bit about the Crown of Shadows, but you also know that you know very little about the Crown of Shadows. And this is somebody who at least purports to know a lot of things about a lot of things. This could be an opportunity.
What do you know about the Crown of Shadows?
Millen's gonna try to jump over and cover Kalia's mouth so she doesn't like let the cat out of the bag, so to speak.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Dexterity checks.
Yeah. Okay.
Dexterity check.
It's a 19 for Millen.
Oh, dang.
It's 17.
You successfully cover her mouth, but not until after she had said that.
Okay, Millen's going to quickly cover her mouth and say, we don't need to know anything about that. We know everything we need to know. Just point us in the direction of the Lake of Ash, please.
Do you know everything you need to know? That's very interesting. It's been a while since I've heard the name the Crown of Shadows.
Oh, no, she said Crown of Shallows.
That's not what I said.
I'm covering your mouth.
Why are you being so weird?
Crown of Shallows is what she said. But please tell us everything you know about the Crown of Shallows.
Well, I've never heard of the Crown of Shallows, but were someone, and he says this kind of loudly, like subtly in the direction of the people who are back a ways, were someone to wish for information about a certain Crown of Shadows, I'd be willing to part with some information for coin, or some equally exciting information in return.
Millen's just going to whisper in Kelia's ear, don't wait, it's okay, we can't trust him. Don't do it. Don't ask him anything. We don't need to know. We know what we need to know. It's powerful beyond belief and evil as can be. That's it.
Does anybody else want to get in on this?
Sollis takes a coin out of his bag and flips it at the vendor.
Catches it out of the air. Well, that's a great start, but this is some powerful and dangerous information you're asking about. I hear that many people are looking for the Crown of Shadows. Well, and you know, if any of you were to have any, say, information about its whereabouts, I would pay highly for that information.
How much would you pay? What would you pay in? Tell me more.
Well, it depends on what you'd wish. I'd certainly be willing to pay for good information about the Crown of Shadows. I'd pay you 50 gold. And I'd throw in the information that I know about it for free.
That's great news because we just came from the place where the Crown of Shadows is hidden. We wouldn't go in, we daren't, for it is guarded by a powerful green dragon, something far too powerful for any of us to handle. But we believe on good information that that is the hidden location of the Crown of Shadows.
Roll a charisma check for me.
All right. 11.
He narrows his eyes at you and says, you know, lassie, when you're in the business of trading in information, you get pretty good at knowing when someone's holding something back. I'd be willing to part with me information on the about the Crown of Shadows for let's say. And as he starts thinking about it, you notice Sollis, because you've been keeping eyes out, and also Hrathok. You notice the pine tree that Hrathok has been hiding behind seems to warp and shift. And Hrathok does a 15 hit your armor class.
Yes.
You take 1 point of damage as the pine tree shifts to being a needle blight, like the one you had fought before. And also across the way, you see from an old dead tree another twig blight coming out. So we're going to go into combat here. One moment as I pull that up.
I'll yell out in pain and then yell, more blights!
Okay, so we'll say you're, oh no, not, let's see, we'll say you're there. Oh, I don't have Hrathok on here. Okay, let's imagine that Semet is Hrathok right now.
Okay.
We got the needle blight over here. We have Kelia and Millen up here. We got Twig over here and Pine over here. So first up is, oh, and this is of course our buddy Barnabas. First up is Kelia. What are you doing?
I am going to. I'm going to take out my short bow and shoot it at the one that's not a pine. The one that's closer to me.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. So how's an wait?
You'll add your dexterity, which is plus.
Yeah, I have it. It's 7.
That does not hit. Your arrow shoots, your crossbow bolt shoots and sticks into the tree next to the twig blight. Just as it pulls away from where it was. Next up is Sollis.
Sollis takes his long sword, pulls it out of his scabbard, progresses towards the needle blight, which is nearest to them, steps right on up and attacks using strength. Let's see what we got here. How is 19?
That'll hit for sure.
Great.
Nice. You cut out and so you'd like trim some of the needles that protrude off its body off, and it like turns to you with a bit of an inhuman shriek. All right. Next up is the needle blight.
Wait,
Oh, can I
does Hrathok go up in there with 2 decks?
Oh yes, go ahead and yeah, you can go there. We'll put you there.
Thank you. I would like to step diagonally up so that I have my back to that rock
Uh-huh.
while I pull out my short sword and swing it at the head of the blight.
Go for it.
Do I get advantage here?
Uh,
Or no, I don't. Okay, awesome. Oh boy, that's a 9.
That misses. It ducks out of the way. Sees you.
Okay.
All right. Pine dude is more mad at Sollis right now. For 17 to hit.
No.
Okay. Twig is going to 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep. Can get up here to Kelia. And is going to, ooh, nat 20 on Kelia. That's going to do double damage as this twig-shaped thing that's about your size, so it's small, gnarly twigs. It reaches out, rakes across you with its sharp, twiggy fingers, and does 2 damage to you.
Uh-oh.
That down. Smithins, your turn.
Oh, okay. So Smithins stops reading his book because that's what he's been doing this entire time.
There.
And let's see. Smithins will go ahead and dash over to where Sollis is and say,
where would you like to be?
oh, right there is fine. Right there is
Okay.
perfect.
Right behind?
And Sollis is like, don't get me killed, you idiot. I'm going to help you, so be grateful.
Great.
And yeah, I think that'll be it.
You're not gonna cast any spells?
Oh, there we go. I see him now. It was just waiting. Smithins will cast Fog Cloud and say to
Oh.
Sollis, make the best of this.
Okay, I will say, Smithins would know this. Nobody can see in this fog cloud,
Wait, no one?
friends. No one.
Oh,
Not even friends. Oh, okay.
I did not know that. Okay. Can I rescind that then?
Yes.
Okay. I will instead cast Thunderwave.
Okay. You'll probably want to adjust your placement a bit so you
Yeah.
don't get Sollis in there. So maybe over here, you could probably get
Yeah.
him. You'll kind of actually get the others too. It's an unfortunate position for you. Might I suggest a single target thing, because Thunder Wave is multiple people, so maybe a firebolt would be great here.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
All right, sounds good. So
Sollis responds by saying, I am grateful for your service, soldier.
amazing. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay.
You'll add your intelligence to this.
Oh no, that doesn't look. I add my intelligence to it.
Yeah.
Jesus, 9.
Nope, sorry.
Oh,
And we've got Millen.
Millen tells Barnaby, "Get behind me." And then she casts Sacred Flame on the Twig Blight. It must make
Okay.
a dexterity saving throw against her spell DC.
Okay, let me check their decks here. Twig Blight is. Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
That's gonna do it.
Yeah. All right. And Barnabas, for his turn, is going to get behind you and is in fact going to keep going and hide.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to wrap up there. Thank you all very much. We're going to stop the recording.